Let's see who lives in this beautiful place. Hey there, little buddy.
Well, pretty cool, right? If you've ever dreamed of creating your own 3D cartoon movie but thought it was too complicated or expensive, this video is exactly what you've been looking for. In this step-by-step tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create your very own 3D cartoon movie using powerful AI tools, and the best part, it is completely free. So whether you're a beginner, a storyteller, or just curious about AI animation, stick around because by the end of this video, you will have your very first 3D cartoon movie made from scratch. If you're new here, my name is George, and together with my friend Lasha, we run this YouTube channel called Code and Create. We've been teaching web development for years, and we absolutely love helping people build cool things with code. But here is the thing, AI is moving fast day by day, and it's already changing the way we create. From design to development, animation to storytelling, it's opening up new possibilities. That's why, along with our usual dev content, you will also find AI-powered tutorials on this channel, just like this one. We believe that learning to use AI tools isn't just interesting, it is important, and we are here to help you do it step by step. Before we dive in, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new tutorial, whether it is about AI or programming. And in the comments, let us know what kind of AI tools you'd love to see us explore next, or what kind of coding content you want us to cover. Alright, now let's jump into the first and most important step of creating a 3D cartoon movie, and that is writing a great story. Before you even think about visuals, animations or voiceovers, you need a solid foundation, and that foundation is your story. It's the heart of your cartoon. It gives you characters purpose, adds emotion, and keeps your audience engaged from start to finish. To create the story for this video, I'm using ChatGPT, but you can absolutely use any generative AI you are comfortable with. Tools like Gemini, DeepSeek, or even Grok can do a great job too. That said, I personally prefer ChatGPT for story writing because I find it gives me creative, structured, and often charming results with very little tweaking. Now that we understand the importance of story, let's actually create the one we will use in our 3D cartoon movie. The story is about a 7-year-old boy named Milo who takes a walk through a beautiful forest and meets different animals along the way. Each animal is friendly, and Milo interacts with them in a unique and playful way. To generate this, I'll use ChatGPT and give it a very clear and specific prompt. Here is the prompt I'm going to use. Create a 3D Pixar-style animated story about a cute 7-year-old kid, Milo, walking in the beautiful forest and exploring different friendly animals. The story should include 12 short scenes, each lasting 5-6 seconds. Provide a script for each scene where Milo interacts with animals. Once I run this prompt, the AI gives me a beautifully structured story with exactly 12 short scenes, each one like a tiny moment from a bigger adventure. The scenes are simple, heartwarming, and full of personality, just the kind of vibe we are aiming for. They're short and visual, which makes them perfect for animation, especially when you're just starting out. Now that we have our story, the next step is to copy and paste it into a simple text file. This is where you want to take a moment and read through the story carefully line by line. Even though the AI gives us a great starting point, this is your chance to make it truly your own. If there is anything you don't like, feel free to change it, rewrite parts, or add your own personal touch. Also, I recommend removing the extra labels like visual, audio, or dialogue, unless you want to keep them for reference. Now that our story is ready, it's time to bring it to life visually, and the first step is to create our main character, Milo. Until recently, one of the biggest challenges in AI-generated animation was character consistency. You could generate a great-looking character, but recreating that same exact character across different scenes was almost impossible. But thanks to new tools like Google Labs, specifically ImageFX, a visual generation service by Google, that problem is finally being solved. This service allows us to create a consistent character and reuse that design throughout multiple scenes, making it perfect for our animated movie. Before we dive into using Google Labs, we first need a detailed character description prompt, something we'll feed into the AI to generate Milo's visual design. For that, I'm using ChatGPT again, and here is the exact prompt. Create a 3D Pixar-style character description of Milo, a 7-year-old boy walking in a beautiful forest. Describe his key features, his hairstyle, color, texture, and style, the clothes he's wearing, colors, style, any notable details like patches or accessories, his eye color and expression, friendly, curious, and any other distinctive features that would make him recognizable and charming in a Pixar animation style. Focus on details that would translate well into a 3D model, emphasizing soft edges, vibrant colors, and expressive features. Let's make it 100 words. Once I send this prompt, ChatGPT generates a clear, creative, and highly detailed description of Milo, perfectly suited for 3D visual generation. This description will now become the foundation for our visual version of Milo, and we'll use it inside ImageFX to bring him to life in a Pixar-like style. Let's go ahead and copy this prompt and store it in our text file. Now it's time to actually create our character Milo visually, and for that we'll head over to a really cool website called labs.google/fx. This platform gives you access to several creative AI tools developed by Google. You'll find 4 main tools here: Whisk for writing, Video Effects for generating videos, ImageFX for turning text into images, Music Effects for creating musical ideas. Since we're focused on creating visuals for our 3D cartoon, we'll go ahead and click on ImageFX. Before you begin, make sure you're signed in. The sign up and login process is super simple and straightforward, just a couple of clicks and you are in. Once we launch ImageFX, we'll land on this screen. This is the main interface where we will generate the images of this specific scene. This is the main interface where we will generate the images of these specific scenes. Here on the left side, you can enter your prompt, which is the detailed character description we generated using ChatGPT. Once you type it in, you simply click the I'm feeling lucky button, and ImageFX will generate up to 4 different images based on your input. Sometimes it might give you fewer than 4 images, and that's okay. What really matters is the quality and style of the output. Now here is something extremely important. If you want to make sure your character looks the same across multiple scenes, you need to lock the seed setting at the bottom of the left panel. This is what controls the randomness of the output. Alright, now it's time to generate Milo's actual visuals. Let's go ahead and copy the character prompt we generated earlier with ChatGPT, paste it into the ImageFX prompt box, and then click Create. After just a few moments, you'll see 4 image variations of Milo, all created in that charming 3D Pixar style. As you can see, all of the versions are quite similar. They have the same character structure, clothing, and vibe, but with small stylistic differences. Go ahead and choose your favorite one, then download and store it somewhere safe, because we'll be using it soon. Now it's time to move on and create our very first scene. Before we do that, don't forget one crucial step. Lock the seed value. This is super important if you want Milo to look the same in every scene. Next, let's open up the text file where we saved our story and copy the script for the first scene. Now here is something important to understand. In order for ImageFX to generate Milo correctly in every scene, you will need to include the character description in every single prompt. That means every time you're generating a new scene, you start with Milo's description, and then below that, you add the scene-specific part of the story. Once we run that, ImageFX gives us the first scene, and the best part, Milo still looks exactly the same. Same hoodie, same hair, same vibe. That's the power of keeping your character description in the prompt and locking the seed. Now go ahead, pick your favorite image from the generated options and store it. We will use these images in the final video to build each scene of our 3D cartoon. Alright, now that we've created Milo's visual and our first scene using ImageFX, it's finally time to bring that image to life and turn it into an animated video. To do that, we'll be using an amazing tool called Hailuo AI, which you can find by heading over to hailuoai.video. This is the official website. First things first, sign up for an account. The process is quick and simple. Once you sign up, you will instantly receive 1100 free credits, and you will also get an extra 100 credits every day just for logging in. That's more than enough to get started with your first few scenes. And now let's create our animation. Click on Create Video, and you'll be taken to this page. This is the main animation dashboard. Here is what you'll see: a space to upload your image, a prompt box where you will describe what's happening in the video, and just below that there is a model selection dropdown with 3 options: video with camera controls, live characters, and base image to video model. For this project, we're going to select the third option, base image to video model. This one is ideal for animating scenes like ours without any complex motion planning. Next, let's go ahead and upload the image from scene 1 that we previously saved. Then in the prompt box, we need to paste the full character description of Milo. Next, we need to add here the specific script for the first scene. Let's copy and paste it as well. Once everything's ready, click the generate button and just give it a little time. Now, here is the cool part. In a few moments, you'll see a short animated video of your scene come to life. It is usually around 5 to 6 seconds long, and each generation costs 30 credits. If you want to create longer animations, you'll need to upgrade to a premium plan, but for now, this is more than enough. If you're happy with the animation, awesome, go ahead and download the video. But if it's not exactly how you imagined it, you can tweak the prompt, adjust the image, or try again until it feels just right. Now, here is one thing to keep in mind. With a free account, the downloaded video will include a watermark. If you want to remove it without paying for a premium plan, no worries, we have a workaround for that. Let's head over to another awesome tool called Vmake AI. Just visit vmake.ai, sign up, and then upload your animated video. Vmake will process it, and once it is done, you can click download 5-second preview video. Since our cartoon scenes are short, usually 5 to 6 seconds, this free download option works perfectly. But if your video is longer, you'll need to upgrade to premium to download the full version. And that's it. Now you've got a clean, watermark-free animated video of your first scene ready to be used in your 3D cartoon movie. So by now you've seen the entire process from start to finish. We started by creating the story with AI, then built our main character visually with ImageFX, and finally brought our first scene to life using animation tools like Hailuo AI and Vmake. Now here is the thing. While every scene in the animation follows the same steps, repeating the entire process for all 12 scenes would take a lot of time, and honestly, it would just be more of the same. So instead of walking you through each one step by step again, I'm going to prepare the rest of the scenes using the exact same workflow we just used together. Once I've got all the scenes ready, I'll come back and show you how we will put everything together into a complete 3D cartoon movie. Okay, so I've now completed and prepared all the scenes, both images and animated clips, using the exact same steps we walked through earlier. Here's the folder where I've organized everything. Each scene has its generated image, its animated video, and everything is labeled clearly so it's easy to follow. Now that everything is ready, it's time for one of the most exciting parts of the process, putting it all together. To do that, we'll be using one of the video editors called CapCut. It's available for both desktop and mobile, and it makes the process of cutting, arranging, and polishing your video super smooth. We'll import all of our animated scenes into CapCut. And before we jump into editing, there is one more crucial piece we need to take care of, and that is the voiceover. As you already know, in our cartoon, Milo is interacting with the animals, and in almost every scene he says a little something. These are not full conversations, but his short lines add a lot of personality and emotion to the story. To bring those lines to life, we'll need a voice for Milo. And for that, I'll be using a completely free tool called TTSFree, which stands for text-to-speech. It is an online voice generator that lets you enter text and convert it into speech, and it comes with a variety of voices, male, female, and even kid voices. Now here's the thing, TTSFree currently offers only one child voice, and it's a female kid voice named Anna. Unfortunately, they don't have a male child voice available at the moment, but to be honest, at this age, kids' voices, male or female, tend to sound quite similar, so I think Anna's voice works perfectly for our video. However, if you happen to know or find a platform that offers a free male child voice, feel free to use that instead. And please drop it in the comments to help others out too. Now let me show you how it works. I'll open up our text file and copy Milo's line from the first scene. Then I'll head over to TTSFree, paste the line into the box, select the Anna's voice, and click Convert.
Let's see who lives in this beautiful place.
A few seconds later, we'll get a downloadable MP3 file with Milo's voice. Just like before, I will not show this entire process for all 12 scenes. I'm going to prepare all the voice clips off screen and then come back once everything is ready. Alright, we're back in CapCut and I've finished putting everything together. So now let me walk you through exactly what I did to turn our AI generated assets into a complete animated cartoon. First, I added all of the voiceovers that we created earlier using TTSFree and carefully placed them in the timeline so they sync perfectly with Milo's dialogue in each scene. It is super important to match the audio timing with the animation to make it feel natural and engaging. Then I added transitions between scenes to help the video flow smoothly from one moment to the next. You can find tons of transition options in CapCut. Just click on the transitions in the navbar, and there is a variety of styles to choose from, some subtle, some more playful, so you can pick whatever fits your story best. To add even more polish, I also included sound effects to enhance those transitions. These little audio touches make a big difference in the overall experience. You can find them by clicking Audio and then Sound Effects in CapCut. From there, I just selected a few that matched the vibe and placed them right under the transitions on the timeline. In Scene 10, where Milo is observing the beavers by the stream, I added a gentle water sound to match the environment. It is a small detail, but it really brings the scene to life and makes it feel more immersive. Again, I made sure to keep the volume low so it stays in the background and doesn't clash with Milo's voice. I also added a couple of visual effects like a soft sparkle animation in some moments to give them a dreamy Pixar-Style touch. Then I went into the CapCut audio library and found ambient nature sounds like birds chirping to add a realistic forest vibe. These background sounds help set the mood and make each scene feel more alive. I kept the volume subtle so that Milo's lines always stay front and center. Next, I chose a background music track that fits the tone of the cartoon. It is soft, light, and blends beautifully with the rest of the audio. I also adjusted the volume so that it supports the mood without overpowering the voiceover or sound effects. I found this music in CapCut's built-in library, but you can also use royalty-free music from other sources like the YouTube audio library if you have something specific in mind. And here is another feature I used that makes a huge difference: auto-generated captions. CapCut lets you generate subtitles automatically based on your voiceover. After generating them, I went into the settings and customized the captions by changing the font, text color, background style, and even added caption animations to make them pop just a bit more. So now we've got the voiceover synced, transitions and sound effects in place, ambient and background audio set perfectly, subtle visual effects, captions for clarity, and a background soundtrack to bring it all together. Everything is ready, and our 3D cartoon animation is complete. Well, it's a short film just around 1 minute long, but in that time I've shown you every essential step to create your own AI-powered animated movie. from story creation to final edit using 100% free tools. Now it's time to render the final video and then we'll watch the complete animation together. Let's see what we've created.
Let's see who lives in this beautiful place. Hey there, little buddy. Is that your snack or treasure? Hey, you're way cooler than any storybook. Wow, you've got the best seat in the forest. I'm just saying hi. Hey there, slow explorer. Don't worry. Wow, you're like tiny flying rainbows. Hi there, Teddy with paws. Spying on me, huh? You've got sneaky eyes. You guys build better than my blocks at home. Don't worry, it's just me and a snack. Bye, forest friends. I'll be back.
And that's it. Our AI-powered 3D cartoon movie is officially complete. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I know it's not a full-scale Pixar production and the final result might not be super professional, but that wasn't the goal here. The goal was to show you what's possible with free AI tools step by step. We went from writing a story to generating character visuals to animating scenes, adding voiceovers, sound effects, background music, and finally editing everything together in CapCut, all without spending a single cent. If this inspired you to try creating your own cartoon or explore more AI tools, then mission accomplished. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like, hitting subscribe, and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss future tutorials, whether it is about AI, web development, or creative tech projects like this one. And of course, let me know in the comments what you thought of the video, what tools you'd like us to explore next, or what kind of content you want to see more of. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.